Hello everyone, this is Moby the Yarny, and this is the last tutorial for the campfire shawl, and we are starting at row number 40. And we ended the last one with row 39, which was doubles on the top of all the other chains. And if you're new here, thank you for joining me. And if you stuck with me through this endeavor, thank you very much, because I know this was not easy. This is my first tutorial, and it was very challenging for me and probably challenging for you also. So we're going to start on row 40, and row 40, 41, 42, 43, up to row 45, they're all repeat rows that we've done before. And the rest of the shawl, if you decide to make it bigger, will be repeating rows too. So in row 40, of course, we're going to start with the chain 3 and turn your work. And then do two more doubles in that same stitch. We don't need that in the picture. We don't want to do a half double there. We want a double. Okay, and this is going to be a V-stitch row. So we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to do we're going to V-stitch in, we're going to skip 2. Okay, in this gap right here that we left, we're going to do let's see, V-stitch in the first gap. So we're going to do a single V-stitch right here, which is a double, chain 2, and double. And then we will chain 2. And then we're going to, we're going to the third stitch out, we're going to skip 3, and then in this next one we're going to do a single right here. And then we will chain 1, and then we are going to V-stitch, it says between the 6th double, so we're going to do a V-stitch, we're going to skip the 3 and do a V-stitch right here. So we'll skip 3, V-stitch in the 4th. There's 3, and in the 4th, which will be the gap right here. We're going to do the gap right here. Another V-stitch. Double, chain 2, and double. Chain 1. And then we are going to skip 3 again, and double in the 4th. Single in the 4th, sorry. Oh, that was a chain 2, wasn't it? Not chain 1. Chain 2 there, and then single in the 4th. I'm over one too far. Okay. And then we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to do another V-stitch in the gap. So it's going to be the repeat on this row here. Chain 2 after that, and we're going to skip over to the 4th and do a single, chain 2, and do your V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2, double, if you feel like it's too tight for you, you could only skip, you could do it in the 3rd instead of the 4th. But we are just setting up this row to do another row of V-stitches for row 41. We're going to be doing V-stitches in the V-stitches. So I'm going to do over there and do the single, chain 1, and V-stitch in the gap. Chain 2, and skip to the 4th. Do a single, and V-stitch in the gap. Chain 2, skip over to the 4th. Do a single, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap. Sorry, I keep bumping that. Skip and do your single, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap. This row should go pretty fast. Okay. Chain 2 after your V-stitch and single in the 4th stitch over. Chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2, double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2, double. They're having a break in the construction next door, so I decided to get on here and try to do as much as I can. Okay, this single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2, double, chain 2, single in the 4th, stitch over, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2, double. Let me straighten mine out for a bit. Okay, oh, sorry, we're getting close to the center point. Okay, the single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double chain 2 double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, just double, chain 2, and double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double chain 2 double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double chain 2 double, chain 2. Okay, we're going to, here we're getting close to our center point. So we are going to single in our 4th right here. We're only going to chain 1. And then we have this small gap right here. We're going to do a double here and a double in the 2 stitches right before our center point. And then we're going to do a single V-stitch in our center point, which is just a double chain 2 double, and we'll repeat the same process going down, which is 2 doubles here in these 2 stitches, a double in this small gap right here, and then we're going to skip 1 and do a single right here, and then we will chain 1, and we over here we skipped 4. 1 2 3. What was it? Was it 4? Well, we went right to the gap, so we chained 2, went to the gap, and did our V-stitch, double chain 2 and double, and then go right back to our pattern, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double chain 2 double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, just double chain 2 double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double chain 2 double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double chain 2 double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2, double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2 and double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2, double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2 and double, chain 2. Let me move my shawl up. It's trying to fall. Okay. Let's single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2, double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2, double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, double in the gap, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2, double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, which is double, chain 2, double, chain 2, single in the 4th, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2, double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2, double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2, double, chain 2, single in the 4th, chain 2, V-stitch in the gap, double, chain 2, double, chain 2, and then we go right to our end stitch, I believe. Yes, and we do our 3 doubles into the last stitch. Sorry, I keep bumping that. I don't know what I just did there. None of it looks right to me. Okay, chain 3, and let's turn our work. Okay, and then row 41 is going to be oh, it's not a V-stitch row. It is, we're going to do 2 more doubles in that same stitch. But it is something we repeated before. And then we're going to chain 1. We're going to do 3 doubles in your first V-stitch. Chain 1, and then 3 more doubles in the same V-stitch. We're going to chain 1, go to the next V-stitch, and you're going to repeat the same thing. 3 doubles, chain 1, and 3 doubles, all in the same V-stitch. And that's going to be the repeat for this row, which we have done before. Can't remember which row it was, but we have done this before. Chain 1, go to the next V-stitch, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1, go to your next V-stitch, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1, next V-stitch, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 more doubles in that same V-stitch, chain 1, find your next V-stitch, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1, Next V-stitch, same thing, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, I think I have the wrong hook. I already got 3. Chain 1, next V-stitch, three doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1, chain 1, 3 more doubles, chain 1, find your next V-stitch, 3 doubles, chain 1, chain 1, next V-stitch, same thing, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1, next V-stitch. Ugh. Shawl's getting too big to stay up here. Okay, chain 3, I mean not chain 3, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1, next V-stitch, same pattern, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1, next V-stitch, three doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1, unless you have a slippery hook. That's a lie. Okay, we're almost to the center. Oop, I want to go in there. Okay, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1. And your next V-stitch, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1. Okay. Three doubles, chain 1. Okay, so I'm going to chain 2 here after this one. We're coming to our center. And we're going to do a double V-stitch in the center, which is 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. And then we're going to chain 2, and then find that first V-stitch. And do our 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1. Find your next V-stitch. 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles. Sorry, I keep bumping that. Okay. And your next V-stitch, same thing, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1. I'm sure you have the pattern by now. Chain 1, 3 more doubles, and if I'm going too fast for you, you can stop me and catch up, or you can go to the description box area and find the gear icon and go to, you can slow it down in slower motion. Just trying to make this one a little less than an hour and 20 minutes. Because the bigger the shawls get, the more time they take. Okay, find our next V-stitch, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1, find the next V-stitch, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1, next V-stitch, 3 doubles, I don't like how that looks. Chain 1, 3 more doubles, chain 1, find your next V-stitch, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1, next V-stitch, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1, next V-stitch, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1, next V-stitch, same thing, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, chain 1. I hope I'm not the one putting someone's husband to sleep tonight. I'd always put Creative Grandma on at night and watch her videos, and the sound of her voice would always put my husband to sleep. But he said that was fine because he's ready to go to sleep anyway. Okay, next double, 3 doubles. I got a nice color change here. Hope you can still see it. Chain 1, 3 more doubles, chain 1. Only got a few more to go. Find your next V-stitch, 3 doubles, chain 1. I'm getting into the dark colors. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them that well. Chain 1. Well, I think there's only 2 more to go here. chain 1, yep, got one more, so I bumped it again. Chain 1, okay, and chain 1, and then we'll go right to the 3 doubles in the last stitch. I don't know if you can hear my ice machine dropping ice, but that's what that was. Okay, we're going to chain 3, turn our work, and we're coming to row 42. Okay, we're going to do 2 doubles in the same stitch to start with. Hope we can still see this yarn. Okay, we're going to chain 1. Okay, we're going to go right to that single stitch in the middle. We're going to do 7 doubles right there. And that's going to be what we're doing for this row. And after the 7 doubles, we're going to chain 1. Wait a minute, I gotta check something. I don't know if I wrote that wrong. I might have to check this one. Yeah, just chain 1, not singles. Okay. I wrote it funky on my notes, wonky. And we're going right to the second group and doing 7. Now I know wonky is a word because Fabio used wonky in his tutorials too. If you haven't watched Fabio yet, you need to watch him. He has very good insights on how to make wearables for yourself and how to measure your own body to make them and to make men's clothes. But I can't get my husband to wear anything but slippers that I would make. Maybe a hat, but I don't think he would wear a sweater. He's not a sweater person, but if you haven't checked him out yet, check him out. He's like taking the crochet by storm here. But he has very good insights on it. I'm already making a sweater using his notes on making it light and airy. Okay, so that is going to be the repeat for this row. And when you get to the center, right here, If I can find the center. Where are you? I lost my center. Okay, here it is. I'm going to do the 7. And your center point, you're going to do 3 and 3. 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles. Okay, and then row 43, you're going to do a repeat of row 42. You're going to go to the 4th chain. You're going to count over to the 4th chain. You'll do 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th, you're going to put 7 doubles in the 4th chain. And you're going to follow that all the way across. So row 42 and 43 are just repeats. And then row 44, is a treble row. So I will keep going on these so I can show you the treble row, but unless I show you on the other scarf. No, I'm just going to keep going. I just have to take this long. One more in here. Chain 1 and to the center. Let me check something really quick. My other scarf, my other shawl might be there where it needs to be. Let me see this row. Okay, I can show you on this scarf. I mean, this, I don't know why I keep calling it a scarf, this shawl. Okay, so on this one, you see how we did the gap row right here. Here's the 3 doubles, single, 3 doubles, then the 7, and then this one has the, in the 4th you do another 7, and then in this one you start with your 3 doubles in the first stitch, and then you're going to chain 1. You chain 1 and you do a treble in this gap. Then you're going to do a double. You're going to skip 1 stitch, do a double. You skip another stitch, do a double. Skip another stitch, do a double. But always in this gap in between, you're going to do a treble crochet so that they line up evenly. And then for row 55, I mean not 55, 45, it's 2 doubles in every gap. And then in the center points, you find the center point. Here's the center point. You just did a double V-stitch all the way up just to make it nice and pointy. But this is a repeat of this on the top here because I repeated it from below. This is the second repeat of this because I started down here and did a repeat. So if you want to make yours longer, a longer shawl, add another ball, because the first one I did was only a cow, and this one is shawl size. So you can repeat any rows you would like. You could even add your own stitch. Be creative. Just make sure whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. You have to have the same amount of stitches, or it's going to be uneven. So those are the repeating patterns for the rest of the rows. So continue with your 7 doubles in the chain 1 space for row 43. Wait, row 42. No, it is row 43, yeah. 7 doubles in the chain 1 space. No, that's 42. 43. 7 doubles in the fourth chain of the 7 doubles. Yeah, to make these. And then the next row is your chain 1. You do your 3 doubles, chain 1, skip 1, do a treble in your gap right here. Treble in your gap, chain 1, skip 1, double. When you come to your shell stitch here, you'll be doubling. You're going to chain 1, skip 1, double, double, double. It's a chain 1, skip 1 there. But you're always going to do a treble, which is the triple crochet, yarn over twice. I'll show that real quick on this yarn right here. I'm pretty sure if you're doing this, you know how to do a treble already, which is just a yarn over twice. You'll put it in the gap, bring it through 2, bring it through 2, bring it through 2, and that will be in your gap right there. And then you'll chain 1, and you'll skip 1, double here, chain 1, skip 1, double in the next one, and that will be the repeat for that row. And then the last row, unless you choose to go on, you're going to do 2 doubles in each of those gaps that you made from row 44. So that'll be row 45. You start with your 3 doubles, no chaining in between, and do 2 doubles in each of those chain 1 spaces that you made. So I'm going to end it there, and I will put all of these 6 rows in the description box. And I hope you enjoy your campfire shawl. Maybe be creative and put your own fun little border on it. It's always nice to do picot borders, which is just a simple, let me see where this yarn is. It's still attached here because I might give this as a gift and give it to someone. So if you want to do a picot, you would when you're doing your stitch, I like to do a 4 stitch picot. You would make 4, find your 2 little stitches at the bottom here, go through there. I bring it over so it doesn't gap. Just slip stitch through there and then continue on with your stitches, whatever stitch you're using, and it makes that little loop. I like to put them in the middle of, actually in the middle of a shell stitch. It looks nice. If you do a shell stitch and then put your picot in the middle, it makes a nice little border. So let me show that real quick. If I chain 2 and then skip over to here and do a shell stitch, which it will be like Where's my yarn? This one's really heavy. Okay, so that's 4, 5. Oh, I forgot to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have did it on the 4th one. Okay, you go back to these 2 little brackets down here. Try to keep your yarn in the front so it doesn't gap, and then you continue on with your shell. But it makes a cute little edge on the shawl. I should have did a single here and then a single over here, and then you keep going that way, but it's cute. But I'm going to end it right here, and I will have the pattern in the description box. And I thank you for joining me for my first tutorial. And if you stuck with me through it, I thank you very much, because it wasn't easy. And if I do another tutorial, then I hope that you join me for that. Thank you very much.